Well, hello everyone, and
Sorry.
apologies for us live folks. We're about almost 15 minutes late because of technical difficulties in our last live video. So my apologies to everyone if you are wondering where we are. So I hope everyone was able to make it. And I thank everyone who was part of the last live stream with the technical difficulties for bearing with us, because that was a struggle. That was a struggle.
And it always happens when you have something important that you're doing. Never just like on a regular day when it doesn't really matter, you know?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So yeah, crazy. So if you are looking to find yourself laughing at Dani, feel free to watch the last video where we released all of our new products, which we were so excited about.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because I feel like I kind of just like went through them really fast. But
nope, it was perfect.
I didn't want to be too late on this live stream, but if you are interested, feel free to jump into that and take a look at all of our new products. I forgot to mention, those will all be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. We always drop our stuff on a Monday after 10. So you'll be able to see them then too. But thank you to everyone. If you're new here, welcome. We usually don't start with Negative Nelly here, but that was crazy.
We're a little less chaotic normally.
Yeah.
Not a ton, but a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, I usually a little goofy at the beginning, but so this is DoubleBookedCo's reading sprints. We're real excited to start our book club pick for this month, which was my pick for my birthday month, because I've never read Jenny Colgan before, and we happen to both have this book. So I'm excited to get started. A few of our readers in our book club have started it already. I think Allie is like pretty much done, which is per the usual.
Yeah.
But we have a few people who are reading it in the Voxer group. So if you out there are looking to join the Voxer portion of the book club, just let me know and I can add you to that. You can join at any time during the year, so you don't have to start in the very beginning. But we have that available as well. So just let me know and then I'll get you added. Hello, Amy. It is nice to have you here. It looks like you'll be reading My Sister, the Serial Killer. Remember, I think I saw you, is that on your TBR or something? I think it's like part of your book club or something, but you've already read it or something like that. I can't remember, but yes. So looks like I can only find the book Sweet Shop of Dreams. Is that the same thing?
It is, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to Rosie Hopkin's Sweet Shop of Dreams.
The U.S. publisher, Source Books, it's like a purple, solid purple cover with like a little medallion in the middle, and you just see Sweet Shop of Dreams. This is a UK publication.
Oh, fancy.
I know.
Yeah.
Same thing. So yes, you're good.
Good. Yeah, see, Amy, I know I'm terrible. I watch a lot of BookTube videos, but I very rarely comment anymore because I watch it on my TV, so then I don't have to double back and do a comment. So I do watch people's videos, I promise.
Me too. I know, I always say it, but it's true. I just leave a thumbs up on everybody's video, so I'm one of the random thumbs up on everyone's videos. And everything I watch gets a thumbs up regardless, because I know how much work goes into everything, you know?
Yeah.
It's a lot. So everyone gets that.
Yeah. Well, do we want to run through quickly again the 3 options? Not necessarily, we don't have to read the backs or anything, but just what we're going to be voting on for the book club in August.
Yeah, let's test my memory, shall we? So first up is by Thriti Omragar. It is the Space Between Us. Something with an S, us. That's all I remembered. The Space Between Us, set in modern day India, about a upper middle class woman, and then someone who works in her household. So that's our first option. That's around 320-ish pages. Option number 2 has 2 different titles. It's by Catherine Coulter. The bind up that Dan and I both have is The Beginning, and that is the first 2 books in her FBI series. So we're going to read the first book in there, which is called The Cove. So either you'll see that bind up, and that bind up is in trade like both of us have, or it's also a bind up and a mass market, excuse me. So just be the first book in there. It's around, I think, 400 pages, kind of thrillery. It moves from, I think, a big city to a small town, something. And the very last one is Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty. That's close to 500 pages, but everyone assures me that it's a very easy read. Her writing is just like super speedy. And that one is some, I've never seen the show. It's a bunch of people who have kids, and then ex-husband is dead, and they don't know who did it, maybe. And there's some school stuff. I don't know.
Yep. The back says a murder, a tragic accident, or just parents behaving badly.
Mm-hmm.
So
there we go.
Indisputable is that someone is dead.
So you have 2 weeks. You have between tonight/tomorrow, whenever we get our collective acts together, to update our community tabs on our channels, Spenelli Speaks and Book Bubbler. And in the comment section of our previous new release video, you can vote all 3 places. That's until the 24th, and we'll announce the title in our new release/live show on the 24th at 4 o'clock. So please go vote.
Yeah, and you can vote in all 3 places.
Yes.
So you don't have to just find one. So on our new release video that we just puddled through because of technical difficulties, and then those 2 community tabs like Laura had mentioned. So, yeah. And of course, Mary, you're not the worst book club member.
You are not.
No.
No.
You have to fight that with Allie.
No. I think I should be in there too, because I barely finish stuff on time. Like, barely.
I'm just kidding. No one's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Allie's the best. Yes.
Series of 3. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I did see that when I posted this, or like put it that I was reading it on Goodreads. I saw that it was part of a series. So you are correct, Debbie. Oh, good.
Yeah, see?
Good. Very nice.
Yeah, I gave it to my friend's mom for Christmas a couple of years ago. She's like, I read this ages ago. It's so good, though. I reread it. I was like, oh, that's great. If she reread it, I mean, it's a good sign.
And I'm wondering if she's still referring to The Cove. You aren't supposed to know who dies until the end. That's kind of cool. Like, if you can keep it under wraps that long. But it's all part of the mystery. Yep, mission complete. So I won't be reading Sweet Shops this morning. Oh, dang it. I was going to get candy to eat during our sprints. I totally forgot. So in our Voxer group, for anyone who isn't in the Voxer group, and again, if you want to be part of the Voxer group, all you have to do is let me know what your handle is or username, and I'll add you in there. We were kind of talking. Allie brought up the differences in like sweets. Because this is a book that is written by a UK author. So a lot of it's going to be more toward UK language and candies and whatnot. And I don't know about you, Laura, but like, I don't really refer to candy or chocolate or anything as sweets. Like, I've never really, it's not like it's sweet. And I guess there's sweets, but like I just always called it candy, no matter what it was.
Yeah, I usually do candy unless it depends on how much British TV I've been watching, and if they've been talking about sweets, then I say sweets. So it's like probably 80% of the time I say candy, and 20% I say sweets.
Yeah,
just
and
like
candy
if I watch
is
a lot
just
of British,
everything.
Oh yeah, when I watch a lot of British stuff too, I tend to start saying in real life, "Are you serious?" Like I emphasize the first part of serious. Are you serious? Yeah.
Oh boy.
And we've talked before about how our inner voices have a British accent.
Yes. So my inner voice has a British accent. Sometimes it comes out.
Yeah. Usually it's English. Sometimes it's Welsh. Sometimes it's Scottish. Occasionally Irish. Not that often, but yeah.
Yeah, mine doesn't really change all that often.
It depends on who I last heard talk on TV.
Yeah.
Like I was watching a lot of Dylan Moran last night. I don't know if it's Moran or Moran, because people have said both ways, like MCs and stuff. I was watching a lot of him, and he's an Irish comedian, but he lives in Scotland, and he was touring in England. He was talking about accents. So he was copying everybody last night, and I was laughing so hard. I was talking out loud to myself later on, because I live alone and let's just be fully crazy. And I was switching accents as I was talking to myself. And then I'm like, Laura, stop it. If anyone was here and I just outed myself to everybody, they'd be like, you have a problem. Like, you should talk to somebody about this. Who switches accents very poorly out loud?
Well, that makes me think of on Abbott Elementary when they're having the problem with the little girl, Courtney, who clearly didn't need to be in second grade. She needed to be pushed forward.
Yes.
But when she wrote the word rebel on the board, and the teacher's like, rebel, and she goes, rebel.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, girl. Like the whole time I was like, this girl she's bored. She needs to be in a different class. Yeah. She needs to be like higher. And then finally when it came out, I was like, duh. Anywho, I digress. Yes, very rude. Very, very rude. Thank you, Amy, for pointing that out. So it's in Big Little Lies that you don't know who dies. Okay. That's cool. And that's totally Moriarty. She writes like that all the time. I love it. Yeah. I love it. I revel in the worstness. No one will wrestle the title of Sticky Chocolate Covered Hand.
Oh, you're on a chocolate fast, Allie. Why? Yeah. Don't do that to yourself, girl. It's probably a reason. I'm sure. I know. It's not like, oh, let's just not have chocolate. But,
yeah, I go through phases. I don't really like chocolate, but sometimes I'm like, I really want chocolate. And I eat it, and then I get right to the point where I'm like, I'm eating too much. I don't like it anymore. And then I go through another phase of not liking chocolate. If I were to eat anything of chocolate, it would be dark chocolate. I really like dark chocolate. But my favorite, which I found recently, which has made me enjoy chocolate, at Aldi, they have these salted caramel, they're like dark chocolate covered salted caramel bites. Yeah. They're like little things. I think I had them once when you were here.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Trader Joe's has them all the time, just as an FYI. I see them and I'm like, no.
Oh, they're so good. They're so good. And again, I would just call that candy.
Right.
Because it's just like the universal for anything that's candy. So, anywho, just to answer that question, Allie. Yep. Okay. What's this? Oh, you aren't finished describing it, but I know what you were talking about. They are delightful. Yes. They're so good. Amy, they're so good. Oh, Costco has them. We haven't gotten our Costco thing yet, but okay. So anywho, but that's what we're reading. We're reading a book about a sweet shop of dreams. So let's see how much she talks about candy in here or sweets, depending on where you live. I'm assuming it'll be sweets and sweeties in here. So for reading sprints, as you all know, we do a lot of chatting in our reading sprints. We're already almost to 15 minutes of chatting. And I will tell you, in the first sprint tonight, I am going to have to run downstairs and check on everyone and make a bottle for the baby. So you will see my avatar and muted. But I am going to find us an ASMR to listen to. And I think I know the perfect one because...
I think I know the channel you're going to go for here.
What do you think I'm going to go for?
That Candy Music Shop channel?
Yes!
Yeah.
I love their stuff. And I think they have one that actually has a...
I've been getting
oh my gosh. Shush your mouth. I'm looking right now. I think they have one that is a candy shop.
I think they do too. It might be French.
and that's okay.
Right.
I don't judge. So I have a cafe, Seaside Cafe. We have some Starbucks, Amsterdam. You know what? I don't think they actually have a candy shop.
Are you sure? I mean, you're looking at it. Of course you would know. I could
Yeah,
have sworn
no.
that they had a candy one. I thought, oh, that's appropriate based on their channel name.
No. They're all coffee shops. They might have, there's only a few in here. I will say, oh, here's a London Tea Room. Maybe
You and I
it's the
have
way
watched that
that
one
they
before.
are. No, a lot of the ASMR groups or pages have deleted a lot of their stuff because the music place that they used to get their music from started taking royalties.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a big thing.
that stinks.
Yeah. So, okay, voting. Do we want a cozy book cafe, a busy Friday cafe, or an Amsterdam coffee shop?
I vote. My vote doesn't count. I vote cozy or Amsterdam, because busy might be a little bit too much noise. If there's conversation and like ambient noise and music, might be a little much.
Okay.
That's just my guess. But what does everybody think? See?
So sweets must be like not chocolate? So like hard candies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gummies. Mm-hmm.
Gummies.
Fruit
I
gums.
do like gummies.
Wine gums.
I do like gummies. I love Twizzlers and Sour Patch Kids.
I have some Starburst here from my little vacation in Oshkosh. And I try not to eat it because if I start eating it, then I just keep eating the Starburst. I might have to have some as we're reading this tonight. I think I might just get to me.
Uh-oh, 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 stop. Uh-oh, uh-oh, stop. There you go. Well, I kept like pausing it and then it would like, I tapped it too many times. Kim, July's book is Rosie Hopkin's Sweet Shop of Dreams. Oh, Allie says the Amsterdam, and I picked the other one. Dang it. Okay, I'm going to go back. Change my mind. I want to go back. Okay, Amsterdam. Now, I'm going to pause it. There we go, paused. Now, so like I said, during this sprint, I do have to run downstairs and help a man out with a crying baby because I can hear her already. She's probably hungry. But let's get a reading sprint going. We'll do 20 minutes again. And it just hit 5 o'clock, so we'll say it like start at the 5 and we'll go for 20 minutes. So it'll be a little bit longer. But I'm going to put my little avatar up. I'll put our ASMR on and yeah. Not voting for Amsterdam. I'm laughing at it. Oh. Too late.
You got Amsterdam now.
Okay, everyone, let's go ahead and get some reading done. No matter what you're reading or what you're doing, we hope you have a good sprint, and we will be back for another chatty sprint very, very soon. Good luck. Okay, as we come on back. There we go. I think you're muted still, Laura. Oh, did you fall down? Still muted. There you go.
Third time's a charm.
Okay. It has been mayhem here, I swear, at my house. All day. Technical difficulties and all that jazz. I've spent the last 25 minutes trying to feed a baby, running around and trying to find her nook. We have 3 of the same exact nooks. They were all missing. And at the last second, I found 2 of them. Oh. So, annoying. Anywho, so yeah, I literally just rushed back up here in the nick of time. I think I was a minute late. But yeah, baby's being fed. All is good in the world. I'll be okay. I think it's going to start raining. Like, it legit looks like it's going to be a storm here. So, yeah. How did you do?
I did well. I got to page 42, and I hate Gerard, her boyfriend. He is a complete putz. And also, you can tell how dated it is, too, by some of the language, because it's not PC. Like, it's not terrible, but it's also not great. Some of the things that Gerard is saying, especially. But I like it. It has the feel of early Jenny Colgan, and it is. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm digging it. Did you start this earlier?
What's that?
Did you start this earlier or no? I don't remember. Okay.
Nope, I haven't started it all yet.
Okay.
I think it was Cheryl who in the Voxer group had mentioned something about Gerard. So,
yeah, I didn't go back and read it
right away.
Yeah, I have to check. Like, so I'm doing the Out of the Coffin read along with Ange at Ange's Book Chatter and Amy at BookTube with Amy. And Ange started a Voxer group for the read along, which has been like blowing up crazy out of my phone. So I have, every time I hear the noise, I'm just like, oh my God, it's someone in the Morlot's Bar and Grill. Like,
yeah.
So I haven't looked and caught up at our DoubleBookedCo in like a week because it's just been chaos. It's way over 100 messages. So
I
go back.
Yeah, I turn off certain notifications like in certain groups because if there are like a ton of people in a group, I'll turn off like the noise notifications because like I'll just go in there when I'm ready to go in there and then I'll just scroll up to where things are. But yeah, because Voxer is weird. It like does double like vibrates for like one message. So it'll like buzz and buzz and buzz and buzz and you're like, oh my gosh, you must have a ton of messages. And then you go in there and there's like one. Or someone like hearted your thing and you're like, I didn't need a notification for that.
Yeah.
But how did everyone else do out there? Did you guys read any of this book? Did you read of your own book? Did you get some dishes done? Did you learn a language? What did you guys do in the reading sprints or the productivity sprints?
Yeah. I'm going to go look and see on our next break when we start. Next break. Sprint. Oh my gosh. And see if I have the rest of the series. I'm trying to get all of her books since she's one of my like favorite easy reading authors, you know, and I have quite a bit of them. I don't know if I have the rest of the series. I should. And I like these editions. I like these sphere editions a lot.
I like this. Yeah. I like it because it's like when you turn it and like it's real shiny.
Yeah. That foiling is really nice, but they always just, I don't know. I just like sphere editions.
I think I just have the bookshop one, the corner bookshop or something.
She has several bookshops at once, but you have the bookshop on the corner.
Bookshop on the corner. That's what it's called. But I think it's the American edition.
It is, yeah.
Because it looks like the one that everyone has.
That's pathetic that I remember the editions of books that you have, let alone the editions of books that I have. But yeah, I remember your bookshelf very well.
Besties!
Book nerds!
That way, like, hey, do you have that? Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have that? Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm. It's on the left bookshelf. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when I come to your house, I just do this the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, can I borrow that?
Yeah.
Yes. Ooh, can I borrow that? Yes. Yeah. Ooh, have you read that? No. Ooh, have you read that? No.
That's exactly it. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I know, it's funny because every time I come to your house, like, I'll just scroll your shelves and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have half of this, like, favorited on my Hoopla account. Like, let's take it from here. Ay. But yeah, it looks like in the comments, we're not fans of Gerard. No. So
plonker, that's a perfect word for him.
Yeah. Already screaming.
I know. I mean, I get the comfortable thing, and like they've been together for a long time. I totally understand that, but come on, he is a 6-year-old in a 36-year-old body. Like, no.
Ay. And then it looks like Amy does the same thing at her house, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. I don't know what y'all decide to do during your breaks or your reading sprints.
I know.
Just kidding. I can't believe you took a shower in all that time and made tea. Wow.
Impressive, right?
Winter Love. I think you might have shown those on your Instagram. Was that one of the books that you just recently showed on your stories or something like that? I feel like you did. Maybe not. Okay. So speaking of candy, I don't know that I remember I said that I liked Twizzlers and I liked the Sour Patch Kids and like gummy stuff. Did you say what your favorite candy was?
No, but I really like Starburst and I like Skittles at the same time.
Yeah, you said Starburst. Yeah.
I like Peach. Peach rings are really good.
Oh, yes.
I love Swedish Fish. I like a lot of fruity stuff. I don't like sour things so much.
Do you remember when you were a kid, when you'd get those dots on the paper? Mm-hmm. And you'd eat those, but there would be a lot of paper on them?
It was like half paper, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the candy necklaces, and then you would like suck on them, and then they'd get your neck all sugary.
Mm-hmm. Or those weren't even good candy. Fly everywhere.
Yeah, they weren't even good candy.
No, it's just sugar.
It was nasty.
And candy cigarettes, was that a thing when you were a kid?
Yes. They were just like real chalky, and then they had, if you were real cool, you had the gum, which actually
the cigars,
had the paper on it.
Yep.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What is that, Dwight or baby?
Baby. Sometimes I can hear the crying getting closer. But maybe he was just passing the stairwell.
Probably.
But yes, when I lived in a northern town of Wisconsin where there's literally like nobody there used to be this really tiny gas station that we used to walk around the whole town and find quarters and dimes and whatever money we could find. And we would go and buy Little Debbie's at this gas station. Anything, like candy, anything. Sweets, cakes, whatever. And they would sell the cigarettes. And we would go and buy them. And then we would pretend to smoke them, right?
Yep.
But like my big thing is I would like do it while I was riding my bike. So there's like this big hill. Classy. So I'd be like on my bike and I'd be like one-handed. I'd be like, yeah, like riding my bike. Now, granted, I was in 3rd grade.
What color was your bike? Was it pink?
No, it wasn't pink. I don't remember what my bike then was. I know later I had like a multicolored bike. But yeah. And then I got caught smoking my cigarettes. And I got in trouble because like it wasn't right to pretend to smoke cigarettes because cigarettes are bad for you. And I got in trouble for having fake cigarettes and pretending to smoke with my fake cigarettes.
I know.
And I get it. I mean, I get it now. Like, I do the same thing, my kid. But, I mean, How rude.
I know. I used to pretend to be my grandmother who smoked and drank. And so I would walk around with it like hanging barely out of my lip, like just barely hanging there, because my grandmother, I don't know how she did this, but if you guys are old enough and you remember people who smoked constantly, it was like almost all ash and it would stay attached, like I don't know how she did that, but she did. So I used to pretend to be her, and I would walk around with a drink in my hand with my pinky out, because my grandmother had like torn her tendons ages ago somehow in some accident. So she used this pinky finger to stir all of her cocktails at night. So it was a cigarette and a cocktail. So I would walk around like, be my grandmother. My mom was like, please don't make this a reality. Please don't. Please. I'm begging you. Like, don't do this in real life. Like, no, I'm grandma.
Hi, Jessica. How are you?
Jessica.
How's baby? Baby number 3. Mine's had a very fussy day. She's not having it. Anytime that I have like major stuff going on and I'm very busy, I don't know if she can tell like that I'm like, hey, you need to go and like be with your dad. She does like not having it. So I hope you and your girls are all well. Amy, candy cigarettes, which I have down Main Street holding them.
Right.
Cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Gotta look cool.
Yeah. Yes. Because it was super cool. It was super cool.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I know. She was a lot of fun. There were a lot of not great times with the drinking, of course, as you can imagine. But yep, she was a good time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's like a generational thing, because my grandma was the same way with her cigarettes, because she would have it in her hand, like, and always, she always had a cigarette. There was no like, I just smoked a cigarette, so now I have a break. No, it's cigarette, light the next cigarette with your other cigarette, and then continue to smoke your cigarettes.
Yep.
And she smoked Pall Malls, which if you know Pall Malls, they're like this long. Yeah. It was crazy. But she would do it like you said, let the ash go, but she'd be like making food. So she'd be holding the edge of like a bowl with the cigarette in her hand and like mixing it. So the cigarette's like, and the ash would just stay there. And you're like, oh my gosh, this ash is going to get in the potato salad. Like,
I know.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. It must be a grandmother thing.
It must be.
Yeah. Ugh.
I know.
Yeah. Anywho, that got real dark real fast. Here we're talking about sweeties. Ay. But I think confectionery, and I haven't started this yet. I think just traditionally, just from the movies and TV that I've seen, especially UK stuff, like British TV and movies, I feel like there's like a strong backbone of sweeties and sweets and cakes and candies and confectionaries. And what's coming to mind, and this is probably a really stupid example, but like Harry Potter, the trolley through the train, they're always talking about sweets. And I know they're kids, but like, I just feel like Honeydukes is such a big part of that movie. Like its own characters with all those different things, Bertie Bott's every flavored bean. And I mean, it is really kind of interesting. And if you watch any of those shows like Food That Built America, with the ones that are for candy or chocolates or whatever, those are fun. Those are so interesting. Really how they like competed to like make a better chocolate bar or whatever it is. And I think it's in Scotland. Don't they like deep fry Mars bars?
Yeah, but we do that here too, let's be honest.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
We did not get that when we were there. I thought about it, but I'm like, do I really want to do that? Yeah, State Fair. I've never gotten anything like that, like deep fried Oreos or anything like that. I've not done anything.
It's like solid diabetes, but it's really good.
Yeah, I bet.
It's very, very good.
Okay, well, shall we do another sprint?
Sure.
Okay. I think I'm going to switch the Amsterdam back to that book, the cozy book, because the coffee I could hear in the background. I feel like it's a little bit annoying. So I'm going to go ahead. And stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch it to the cozy. Oh, no. Thank you. Stop.
Ooh, ad.
Well, and that's their, like, that's what happens on their page.
Yeah.
Their page starts an ad. It's so weird. Okay, where did that go? Where did that go? Here it is. Pause. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we're at the 42. So again, we're doing this a little bit too soon, but we're going to do 20. We're at the 45. So that's what, 05? Yeah.
Sure.
05. Sounds
Sure.
good. Okay. Good luck, everybody. Enjoy. I'm going to check on the baby, and then I'm going to read.
All right. I'm going to look for the rest of the series, and let's fingers crossed I have it.
Okay, sounds
I really
good.
hope I have it.
Okay, let's come on back. I have a little one in the bed with me.
Very nice.
So she may sleep or she may decide that she doesn't like me talking and tell me to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
But she's had a very long day. She's very fussy today, so we'll see how long she sleeps here.
How'd your reading go?
How'd you do?
I got to page 78. How about you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have my volume really low. What did you say?
I got to page 78. How about you?
Well, I got tricked into reading a little note from the author.
Mm-hmm.
So I read that, and I thought it was the book. And when it was over, I was like, well, while I was reading it, I was like, it's really weird that the character is married. I mean, that seems a little weird considering it's a romance novel. So I wonder if she gets divorced and, like, gets with someone else. And then I realized it was literally a note from Jenny means a note from the author. But
she does that in most of her books.
What's that?
She does that in most of her books.
Good to know. Because you know me, I don't like to read author's notes.
But hers are like letters. There's not an author's note.
Yes.
As you can see now, it's not the same.
It says that a word from Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
And then author's note, it literally is just a tiny little sentence, so it's not that big a deal. So I'm on page 8.
Very nice.
Which is great.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go and fetch the little one, so yeah. Looks like Rainey is joining us. She popped in right when we started this last sprint. So welcome, Rainey. I hope you got some good reading done. What did everyone do during that last sprint? For those of you who are reading, do they say how long her and Gerard have been together? Because it keeps saying because I'm only 8 pages in, but when she says her friends said that if he didn't put a ring on it by their 2nd anniversary, and I'm like, my husband didn't put a ring on it until we were together for 6 years. So I think that's a little bit soon. But then later it says they've been together for so long, but I don't know how long they've been together.
8 years.
It says 8? Where did that say that?
You haven't gotten that far
yet.
You haven't gotten that far.
Okay. Yeah. 8 pages in. Just saying. But even right away, I don't like him. He seems like a dork. And I feel so bad for her. With her job, that's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm excited to see where this is going to go. Are you liking it?
Yeah, I am.
Where you are?
Yeah, it's starting to feel a little less dated now that I'm into the book a little bit more. But yeah, it's just, I just like her stuff. So, And I looked, and I do have the next 2. So this is a U.S. version, the second one, Christmas at Rosie Hopkin Sweet Shop. And then this is back to the U.K. Severe Edition's Christmas Surprise is the third one.
Oh, I like that cover.
Yeah, with gold foiling on it.
So they're both kind of Christmassy?
Yeah.
Is this one
She's
Christmassy?
got another cupcake series, and I think that's a trilogy, and I think the last 2 are also set around Christmas as well. Oh. There is one set on an island, a fake island off the coast of Cornwall, and one of those books is Christmas set. So yeah. She likes a good Christmas one and a good bookshop one.
I'm excited to have a fun read this month.
Yeah.
Not that any of our books haven't been fun. But they've all been very literary in nature. So I'm glad to have a fun one.
Yeah, me too.
And I like reading about candy or sweets.
I know. I had to get candy, so I went and got a wrapper. It's orange honey and dark chocolate. Really, really good. And then I treated myself to my favorite chocolate bar, which I don't always do. But it's Cadbury Dairy Milk Fruit and Nut. I freaking love fruit and nut. And I know it's kind of childish, but it's so good. It's so good. So I'm going to crack into this.
I don't think I've ever had that before.
Yeah. Normally I don't like anything in my chocolate, but I don't know. I just love it.
I like stuff in chocolate. I like the little nuggets, the almond, Hershey almond nuggets, whatever they are. Those are so good. So good. You can't just have one either. You have to have 10. Maybe 5. But 10 sounds good too.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Amy, 8 pages farther than you were. Yeah. It is 8 pages farther than I was. So it works out. Rainey read A Cozy Mystery, Holly and Horror. Is that from your Love It London? London Love It? London Love It. Yeah. Ooh, she read 18 pages of Sister Serial Killer. Quick read. Yeah, that book, I remember when everyone was talking about it, and it sounded really interesting, but I don't really read books like that, so I'm like, I'll just wait until I can get it on audio.
Yeah, I do really want to read that one still.
Yeah. I like the cover a lot. I think the cover is really catchy. So yeah, I do like that. Orange and dark chocolate. See, that's funny that you say that, because right now, so if you don't know me, you don't know that I watch a lot of Disney vloggers, like daily. Like I make sure I see all of their stuff. And right now in Florida, there is like the Orange Festival or something. So at Disney Springs, which is like a shopping center off of Disney property, where there's a bunch of different stores, different eateries, different confectionaries, that kind of stuff. But like every month, there's always some kind of theme, and they all have like something to add to that. And then like all these Disney vloggers go and they eat all these things. So this month being like the orange something, celebrating orange, a lot of because there's this place called the Ganachery, and then there's another place called Gideon's that does cookies and cakes and stuff. So they're doing like this chocolate and orange. And I'm like, I've never heard of chocolate and orange before. And one of the vloggers that I watch, Nate, who's his channel's
I really like Nate
tomorrow. Yeah, I love him. He does not like chocolate and orange together. And neither does Tim from the Trackers, Tim Tracker's channel. And they both were like eating it, and they're like, actually, this is kind of growing on me. And I was like, ew, like, I don't think that sounds good at all. And here we are, our precious Allie says it's
so good.
Delicious.
It's good.
I think it's because I already don't like chocolate. So putting like that flavor together, it's like kind of weird sounding to me. But I guess you can't knock it till you try it.
Right. And you can have one of these at my house next time.
Okay.
It's just a little individual chocolate patty. It's honey and orange oil.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Ooh, a lemon drop.
Good job. 70 pages in the group read. Ooh, a lemon drop.
Lemon drops. Lemon anything, really.
I don't have any candy in the house. I think I have some Nerd candy canes from Christmas. Now, they're not from me. If y'all know me and my mom like hoard stuff for the longest time, then all of a sudden I'll start like getting things. So the last time I was at home, I left with a handful of Christmas candy canes, but they're all like random flavors. They're not candy cane flavors. They're like Nerds and all these different things. A bag of tortilla strips. So like tortilla strips that you like put on top of soups and stuff. And a half-eaten bag of pretzels. Yeah, but it was like one of those big bags.
Oh,
so
God.
She's like, I got this from the Amish, and it's really good, but I can't eat a whole bag of pretzels. And then so she gives me this half-eaten bag of pretzels. I'm just like... But speaking of candy, so my stepdad has, like, you know how you have a junk drawer?
Yes. You showed me this once.
He has a candy drawer.
Yeah, that's impressive.
And there's so much candy in there. Like, so much candy. So whenever I go there, I eat a lot of candy. And I'm not a big candy eater. Like, I never have candy in the house. And if I crave it, I just go and I get, like, one little thing of candy. When I go to my mom's house, I go in my dad's drawer, and I eat a lot of candy. He always has my favorite, which are the Reese's Easter eggs.
Yes.
Oh my God, they're so good.
Why do the shapes taste so good? It's the same as the regular one, but they're so good. Like, the trees are really good for Christmas.
I eat them all year round. I don't care. There's always Easter eggs in there. However, a couple times ago, I think I told you this. I was there, and he had these zombie Skittles. And they're kind of like the Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Bean, because some of the Skittles were supposed to taste bad. So, but there are only 2 colors of Skittles in there. So they were like purple Skittles and green Skittles or something. And so I lined them all up in the 2 colors, and I ate one of each. each time to see if I was going to get a bad one. And I got all the way through the 2 rows, and then I had 3 purple ones left. I'm like, none of these taste bad. I scooped up the last 3, I popped them in my mouth, and let me tell you, there's at least 2 bad ones in there because they were disgusting. I had to spit them out. It like tasted like garbage. It was so gross. So then I had another pack to see if there was any more there.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, I love that drawer. This last time I had they must have accidentally melted a bag of Twix because when I opened the little thing of Twix, it was like half melted, but it was still really good. So I had a Twix and I had Reese's and there was another chocolate in there too. So like, this is what I'm saying. I usually don't like chocolate, but man, when I get to that drawer, and I'm so bad because I never ask. I just go right in and I just eat whatever I want out of that drawer. And I know he doesn't care. But, like, I love that drawer. I just go right to it. Like, the first thing I do when I get there, I just open the drawer and I take candy out of it and I eat it. Which I'm going to have to not do when I have kids around because you can't just be feeding kids candy all the time. So you listen to it the first time, which would be better because you're struggling to remember how all the names are pronounced.
Sure.
Yeah, that's one thing I do appreciate about audiobooks, especially if it's a book that has names that aren't familiar to me. And then when I look at it physically, I'm like, who's that? What's their name again?
I remember. Nigerian? Amy, is it Nigerian?
I think so.
Oh, that's what I'm remembering.
Yeah. Like I keep bringing up Harry Potter, but Hermione's name, because I started reading that book before I saw the movie. I had no idea how to say her name. I'm like, Hermione? Like, I had no idea. No freaking clue. And then I saw the movie and I was like, ugh, that's how you say it.
Yeah. I always grew up reading a lot of English stuff. So my neighbors were English. I had one neighbor who was Australian, another one across the street who was English. So every time she went home every year to visit her family, she'd bring me back British stuff. So I read naughty books, and I always had like sweets and candies and like lavender sachets and all this different stuff. She was from Oxfordshire. So I got little treats like once a year that were always British. So I had seen the name Hermione before and knew how it was pronounced. Also, my grandmother had several pen pals from like the 40s and stuff that she kept in touch with. And I think one of their names was Hermione. So I already knew the name like from growing up. I just didn't know how it was spelled. And I was like, oh, that's Hermione. That's right. Okay. I got it. So yeah, kind of strange for a very American little kid to be like, yep, I totally know that name.
Yeah.
Just a big nerd.
I think too, like watching Midsomer Murders, there's so many names, like British names, that I understand better now because they're in that show. Like Rafe, even though it's spelt like Ralph, like we would say Ralph here, but it's Rafe there, which I very much prefer Rafe over Ralph.
Me too.
Because Ralph just makes me think of vomit. Like, you're gonna Ralph.
Or Ralphie from A Christmas Story.
I love Ralphie, but that's a little bit different. Like,
yeah, Ralphie is.
No one else is named Ralphie.
Right.
Yeah.
He's the only one.
Yeah, dark chocolate is good. I do like dark chocolate. Oh, here we go. Have you ever had Terry's chocolate orange?
Yes, I love it. I love smashing it. It's so good. The smashing is fun. Maybe I'm a violent person. Orange-colored Smarties. Yes. They are lush. Totally agree. It's harder to find a Terry's chocolate orange here. They used to be always at World Market, but the last year I haven't seen them at all.
Gosh, I haven't been in World Market in like 6 years.
I know.
It's dangerous to go in there.
It really is. I just hang out in the food section and buy entirely too many things.
Yeah.
So yes.
The cupcake edges take away from the enjoyment of a peanut butter cup, and since shapes don't have the crinkle edges, it isn't that hard chocolate.
That could be true. That could be it, Amy.
You know,
I think you're onto something.
I know what the thing for me is. There's more peanut butter. Like, it's fuller. Like, it's way, like, it's just, and I feel like it's the texture thing, because it's just so smooth. It just melts in your mouth. Like, you bite into it and it's just like, ugh. And that's usually what I don't like about chocolate. But because there's so much peanut butter, it's like a good feeling. And it doesn't taste like regular chocolate. It tastes like...
It's like candy chocolate.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
It's not chocolate. Yeah, I know. Have you seen they also have like a double stuffed Reese's peanut butter cup as well? It's like a mega cup or something.
I have not had that, but I've had the one with potato chips in it.
Yeah.
That one's good. And again, I don't really like chocolate, but Reese's peanut butter cups, like, not just the peanut butter cups. I don't really like those. Like, I like those. I'll eat them, like, whatever, but it's not my preference. I like the shapes. And, yeah, that potato chip one was pretty good. Yeah. I might have to walk over to the gas station and get it. Dang. Okay.
Oh, sure.
Today,
yeah.
Tade. Okay. Today. Yeah, I don't know how I would pronounce it. If I was reading it, well, here's the thing, and I think I saw a meme of this. Like, when I'm reading books, I don't pronounce anybody's name usually. I just skip over the name. So half the time, I don't even remember. Like, a really good example of this is when I was reading Percy Jackson. There is a character in there whose name is Annabeth. When I was reading it, I was like, Annabelle. Annabelle. And then I'm like, oh, wait. No. It's Annabeth. So then I would, like, keep reading, and then I'd be like, Annabelle. I'm like, no, it's Annabeth. I don't really read the names. They're just like, chick. Like, that's what the meme was. Anytime you're reading a book and a name pops up, it's chick. Because in your head, you're just like, yeah, that character. Like, you don't really need to read the name because you know who it is. That's how I feel. Hermione. Hermione. I think in the first book, or there's somewhere, doesn't someone pronounce it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's somewhere else. Hagrid or someone? So. Yeah, I don't know.
Probably Hermione.
Hermione. Hermione. I don't know. Hermione. I don't know. I wouldn't name my kid that name. What's that?
I'm opening my chocolate bar.
You do that.
It's terrible. Now that I pulled it out, it's just looking at me.
Hermione. The whole time. Hermione. When the movie came out, she had to retrain her brain. Hermione. Yeah, it's such a weird name. I've spent way too much time thinking about why shapes are better than cups.
They're so good.
Seriously, though, it is a conversation. I mean, they're so good. I think the only shapes I ever eat, though, are the eggs. I've probably had a tree at Christmas, but I really love the eggs. The eggs are the best. Because I feel like they're the biggest. So that's the other thing. Like, you gotta have big ones. You gotta have big candy. Yeah. Here we go. UK pronunciation of names is just weird sometimes. St. John. St. John?
I know. I always thought St. John was kind of spelled like how you typed it out just there. But then I watched some people online, like, oh, it's Emily St. John, and I'm like, St. John is St. John?
St. John is St. John?
I thought St. John was its own thing, and there was St. John. But then I guess but maybe is it a class thing? Allie, please fill us in.
Okay, that doesn't even make sense. And the British have colonies all across the globe. So they've infiltrated the English language and caused these craziness. St. John? St. John? Just sounds lazy.
Maybe it's too much gin people were drinking and they're trying to say St. John, but it's slurry, so it's St. John.
St. John. St. John. Okay. I can see that. I guess you could see that. Okay, well, we'll go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we have another sprint?
Yes, please.
I'm really sad I don't have a Reese's egg. When am I going to my dad's next? I'm totally going. You know, the thing is, what I really want to do with the drawer, because I know that he doesn't eat a lot of it, I want to like open it all the way. Because here's the other thing about the drawer. You can't open it all the way because it's so full of candy that you can only open it like a little bit. And so I only ever take what's like right in front. Mm-hmm. What I want to do is I want to open it all the way and like dig through the back and see what's in there. But if I do that, then I'm going to probably have to throw a lot of it away because it's probably a lot of bad candy. Because like I said, I eat out of the front, right? Which is probably what a lot of other people do. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. What also would be sad is if I find any black licorice in there because that's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't like that. I wish I did. I really wish I did, but I really don't.
Yeah.
My mom loves it, which is nice. So like jelly beans as a kid, I'm like, oh, here. You don't know what you're missing. I'm like, no, I think I do. I'm okay.
No, it's gross. I don't even like the smell.
Though. I'd like to try those.
I like Twizzlers, like regular Twizzlers and their cherry flavor, but I do not like black licorice, and I do not like red vines.
Well, I like red vines. Ugh. And I also like the nibs, Twizzler nibs.
They're so good. Mm-hmm. Did we ever have those at your house? Didn't we have those once?
Probably, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're so good. And when they're fresh,
yeah.
We did. I think the first time when we went crazy at Aldi, I think that's when we had it.
And the next time you visited, like 2 months later, we still had like half of the stuff here because we bought way too much stuff. Yeah.
Right, Allie? Do I really want to see what's in the back of the drawer? Mm-hmm. I might, you know what I should do? I should vlog my experience so you all can see this drawer because it is amazing.
It's epic.
It is fantastic. It's so amazing. Mm-hmm. I really want a Reese's cup now, like a Reese's egg.
Sorry.
Dang it. Okay, let's read. Let's stop thinking about it and let's read.
I know.
So it's 6:30. Let's read to the 50 and see where we get. And good luck.
Sounds good. Good luck to you.
Thanks. Okay. So we are coming on back here. Oh no. I lost the little thing I was using as a bookmark. Uh-oh. I was using a hair tie as a bookmark, and now I can't find it.
Maybe you should just take a couple of freebies from the shop downstairs and put them up there.
Well, you'd think I'd have learned my lesson.
Mm-hmm. I'll save you a couple of oopses next time I make
It says kielbasa.
Oh, good.
Oh, there it is. I found the hair tie. I'll use kielbasa.
Yeah.
So I am up to page 20.
Nice.
So I just got the first taste of Lillian's timeline, like the italicized reading. And I like that it has a dual timeline. I like dual timelines. I've been finding that I do like dual timelines, especially when they collide into one. Because sometimes you have books where it's dual timelines, but the earlier one just explains what's happening in the other one. I like when they actually come together. I don't think this one will. I mean,
no, it can't.
Kind of. I mean,
I don't think
it's maybe the characters there, but
right.
Yeah. Sorry, my kid likes to like smush her face into the bed as opposed to breathing, so I have to like turn her every once in a while. Whatever. But yeah, so I like that. It's gonna be a little bit more. And I don't know why she's going to her yet, but I'm sure the next portion I will find that out. Yeah, Gerard is an idiot. I don't like him at all. He sounds like a real loser. And I figured out the time, like how long they've been together, because her explanation 2 and 6 make 8. So yeah. How far did you get?
I only got to 106 because I got distracted by looking up chocolate limes, and then I added like 5 British sweeties to my cart on Amazon. It's been a while, and I haven't found lemon sherbets, and I haven't found rhubarb and custard. I haven't found them in World Market in a long time. So I thought, well, I'll just add those in my cart too, and they have chocolate limes, and I could get this, and yeah. So I did that for a little bit longer than I should have. But yeah, I am really enjoying this. And after trying to get through really, really depressing book 2 prize books, this is so nice. This is so nice.
I bet.
Yeah. I know I should get back to book prize tonight, but I really don't want to. I really would rather just keep at this, you know?
Well,
do.
A book read is a book read, so I would just keep reading whatever you want to read.
I know. Ugh.
How did everyone else do?
Oh,
isn't that the worst? Kidding.
No, friendly neighbors. Brady, is that the neighbor that gave you those kind of dirty romance books and you were like, what should I do? And we were all like, don't read those.
Well,
too much for you.
I know, Debbie. I do sell bookmarks and I own bookmarks, and I'm the worst about using actual bookmarks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have bookmarks in these 2 books.
Right.
You know, the 2 books that I'm not reading. But I have them on my nightstand so that I make sure I read them. So, yeah, I have one of our bookmarks in Eye of the World. But then in this one, I have a bookmark that I've had forever. It's a little vintage Pooh.
Oh, cute.
I've had this bookmark, my goodness, for so long. I don't even know how long I've had this. But they were selling it for $3.49 wherever it was. It
so
has
fancy
a little
then.
butterfly charm on it.
Oh, that was really fancy then.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, whenever I start a new book, it takes me at least halfway through the book to actually find a real bookmark to put into it. So yeah. Yeah, rub it in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Oh, you know what? So I love Narnia books. I love them. And when I was reading them, I read them in the order that you're meant to read. I read them in the order that they're supposed to be read. Even though The Magician's Nephew was written last, I think, I read that first. And when I got to Voyage of the Dawn Treader, I hated that kid so much. Useless Eustace. I hated that kid. I was like, this kid is terrible. And the only thing that saved that book for me was Reepicheep, the little rat or mouse or whatever he was. He was so cool. But I really didn't like Prince Caspian. I thought he was kind of like overwritten. I feel like everyone thought he was so cool, but I was like, he's whatever. Eustace is lame. And wasn't there a little girl, like Susie or something? I
only read the books once.
I didn't like that they didn't have the kid. Like, I think Lucy was in there. Maybe Lucy was there. I wanted all the kids to be back. I just wanted all the kids to be in all the books. But my favorite of all those books is The Silver Chair. And I'm pretty sure Eustace is in that too. But he's better in that one, I think. But yeah. Oh. Those are good books. A little power nap.
Mm-hmm. And it is starting to look more like it's going to rain here too. So
yeah, it hasn't started yet, but for a while there, it was getting real dark.
Yeah. Okay.
How far did I get? 2K. I walked to the ferry to go to the office.
Nice.
Wow.
You were really working Monday morning, man.
You're in our live and you're like walking to work at the same time? That is some dedication.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yes, Lucy. For some reason, I was thinking that there was a different girl, but no, I remember now because Lucy was still going to Narnia. She was the youngest. Yeah. Yeah, Susan and Peter, no. I do have to say, though, I really didn't appreciate how that whole book ended.
I don't remember anything about them.
It was a little bit disappointing, but I mean the series, not that particular book, but the full series, yeah. I should reread those. I'll wait until baby G is old enough and I'll just read them to her.
There you go.
then I don't have to reread them and then reread them.
Fair enough.
Oh my gosh, I just realized I'm going to be able to read Harry Potter for like the 5th time. Yes.
It'll be exciting. I know.
Okay. Well, it is 7 o'clock. It's getting late around my house. I think dinner has been ready for like 2 hours, which is weird because we usually eat around 7-ish. But let's go ahead and do one more sprint.
Okay.
That'll take us to the 20. And then we can do our last chatty sprint. Hopefully we don't go past 7:30 or 30, depending on where you live. Yeah. And I can go and eat. How's that sound?
Good. I like that plan.
Okay. Sounds good. I know, Amy, right? How is it 7 already? I can't believe it.
I know.
And I might actually try to pump during this sprint, so I will turn my volume and my video off. And I'm going to push my laptop back, so just in case there's any weird things that happen, no one can see. But I'm way overdue on that too, so I'm going to utilize this sprint. I might be able to read if I can hold the book open. We'll see how creative I can get. But okay, so let's go ahead and read for our last sprint tonight till the 20, and we'll come back and say good night or good morning or good afternoon.
Yeah. Good morning, whatever. Ooh, a cozy.
Good, good. Nice.
Ellie.
Okay, good luck, Rainey.
Good luck.
Okay. How'd everyone do? You're right. Not many could appreciate that, but I think this group is definitely one that can.
I'm going to look that up right now, Debbie.
Oh, I just heard thunder. Thunder. The thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Yeah.
Yeah, no, please. I love book sleeves.
Yes.
Oh, cute. They have no ones, Dani.
Ooh. I know, I always think about getting a book sleeve from Lindsay's Little Library.
Yeah.
She does book sleeves. But I'm like, I actually use one. So I'm really waiting for one that I really like. And then I'll get one. Because she has really cute ones that she does during Christmas time.
Is she on Etsy? I forget.
Yeah, she's on Etsy. Same name.
Okay.
Rainey listened to some of Miss Reed's Village School.
Oh, nice.
Huh. I don't think I've ever heard of that. 20 pages read. This book is excellent, excellent writing. Well, that's good. Very good.
Nice.
And Amy, 12% of Munchies and Murder.
That sounds cute.
65% done. You can finish it tonight.
Oh, totally.
We believe in you.
Absolutely, Amy. Unless you lose power and maybe you don't have a light source, then, maybe not. But you should be good.
Oh, you got one from her? What
Nice.
What kind did you get? I have her in my favorites, so I always see when she's putting new stuff in, and then I always watch her YouTube when she does new ones. She has so many cool
book sleeves.
Fabrics, yeah. Yeah.
I know. I've got 4 book sleeves from various shops, and I do use them. I could always use a couple more.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Rainey has one too.
Nice.
That's okay, Allie. I remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
See, if I traveled with books, I would use it more. Oh man, that thunder is great. Oh, there's Dwight. He does not like thunderstorms. So Allie, Debbie was talking about one called Handmade something.
The Handmade, hold on. I just favorited it. Shops. The Handmade Sales.
Yeah.
She's in South Dakota.
And then the one we're just talking about where Rainey and Amy has sleeves from, that's Lindsay's Little Library.
Yeah.
And she's a local to us, that is. She's also from Wisconsin.
Yeah. Oh, there's lots of cute ones. Okay.
Oh, Debbie's also bought from Lindsay.
Nice.
Yeah. She has nice ones.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Ooh, a forest one.
Cute.
Very nice.
Really dark. This doesn't really help much, but
I was like, to plug in right. Yeah. I do, though, now. I do go back and forth from the hospital and doctor's appointments and stuff, so it probably would come in handy if I had one. Because I have been putting more books in my bag, but I don't. They're just in there Oh, it is like rumbling out there. Holy moly. Oh.
It's
coming.
just starting to rain at my house.
Yeah. It's not raining at all here, but it's like you can hear it coming. And you know how like the wind starts picking up and it starts to cool down? Like that's what's happening right now. And like all of our windows are open, so I should go and tell
wet windowsills.
Hub to close windows maybe. Oh, well, how did everyone do in this sprint evening? I did not get too much read.
Where'd you get to?
Overall, I mean, so I pumped in that last sprint, so I'm still on page 20. I will probably read more of this tomorrow. I have to work on getting all of our stuff in our Etsy shop tonight, so I probably won't do any of that, any reading more today, but I'm really liking this. I like that it's lighthearted. I like that it has a dual timeline. I like that, you know, it might be about candy. How about you? Are you enjoying, or did you have a good time during the sprints?
Yeah, I got to 142. And it just reminds me all of her writing, because it is lighthearted and really easy and fun, and it's nice characters. And if they're crabby, you get why they're crabby, and it's real life stuff, but it's not horrible real life stuff, you know. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying it. It's nice to read something that's fun.
Yeah.
Because I've been really pushing the BookTube prize books. I really have. And so I get like 5 pages in, and I get sick of reading about horrible adoption practices or people murdering Black people. And I'm like, I can't read this right now. So I'm really getting nowhere fast. And then I feel guilty reading something else that's not that, because that's due in a couple of weeks. And so I have not been reading a ton, but this is really nice. Like, oh yeah, I do enjoy reading. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to keep going, I think, tonight.
I just saw a Friends theme sleep on Wednesdays bought it, so that just happened. You should write her a message and say, just so you know, DoubleBookedCo sent me over here. We like to spread the wealth of our Etsy sellers.
Absolutely, yes.
I love that when people say that. So that just happened.
Yeah.
That's funny. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yep. It's happening. Well, good. Well, I hope everyone had a good time. I'm gonna get downstairs and eat some foods and get some more work done and get this little one to bed. And yeah, I hope you all had fun.
Yeah, this is nice. I'm gonna have dinner. Don't know what I'm gonna have. And get back to reading probably. Fun stuff.
Oh, Angela is thinking it's just a mech book for her.
Yeah, 142. We're on the same page, Angela. We do have the same reading speed, I've realized. And yeah, I didn't like that comment either. But, you know, it's not a new book. I don't know. I know. That was not great. What are you guys having for dinner?
Hot dogs and corn.
Nice.
Corn on the cob.
Mm-hmm. That's so good.
We were going to have French fries, but I don't think he ever worked on making those. So I think it's just going to be hot dogs and corn on the cob. Which I'm okay with because I really like corn on the cob. So I'll probably have more than one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today. I apologize for the technical difficulties in the beginning of our sprints as well as in our live new release, if you saw that, but we're real excited for continuing our book club. As always, if you are interested in joining our Voxer group, please just let me know. I just need your username and I can add you to that. And if you're interested in joining us for next month, which is in August, we'll be getting those polls up on our channels. And then you can also vote in our new release video that was posted earlier. But the books that we have for voting are going to be The Space Between Us, Big Little Lies, And then the first in this twofer, so this says The Beginning. It's a Catherine Coulter, but the first book is called The Cove. So that is what we'll only be reading the one book. This has two novels in it. We're just going to read the first one if it is chosen. So those are the books that you'll be able to select from. And we will find out the winner on
the 24th. 24th in 2 weeks for our next new release video.
Perfect. Okay. Well, yes. Thank you for coming, Allie. It's always a thrill having you here so early in the morning for you.
No one gets kicked out here.
Yeah,
unless you're a weirdo pervert, but no one here is a weirdo pervert. So
exactly. Absolutely.
Thanks, Angela.
Well, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.